Hey guys, welcome back to Bloodborne Exsanguination. I did a lot of thinking after the end of the last video about how I wanted to sort of progress and intermix everything in this playthrough, and I think what I'm going to do now is start, or at least do one of the Chalice dungeons right now. The reason being I don't want to get too far leveled ahead of, the Chalice dungeons, and they're super easy, and then I level off of those, and then the main game is really easy, so I'm going to try to interweave them a little bit, and I will probably put them in separate videos. So if you're not interested in watching the Chalice Dungeons, you just want to see the sort of main game, that's cool. They will be marked as sort of this episode, Chalice Dungeon, X, instead of, being numbered as regular episodes of Exsanguination. So without further ado, let's get started. So to use the Chalice Dungeon, go over to one of these headstones. There are, I think, 6 of them. And you choose Chalice Ritual. The only chalice we have right now is the Pthumeru Chalice. We need blood echoes. Silly me. Alright, so we will do... Let's just use 2 of those. Okay, a little overkill, but should be fine. So this is a, well, if you can see, it is a depth 1 chalice, which means it should be pretty easy. And the depth is the only indicator of the difficulty of the area. It will be the same even in New Game Plus, New Game Plus Plus. The chalice dungeons that are sort of set are set like permanently. Their difficulty is never increased or decreased. Yeah, and it is, the Pthumeru area, and it takes Ritual Blood level 1. It takes 2 of those, which we luckily got. So let's give it a try. The ritual is finished, and a chalice rests upon the altar. You may now explore the dungeon. All right, cool. So there is our chalice on the altar, and we can use it. Chamber of the Seal. And it has some information about, like, you could even do dungeons and co-op and all that, but we're just gonna go through ourselves since we're playing offline anyway. Alright, through Pthumerian Labyrinth Layer 1. And cool murals and stuff. I don't know if roots are an indication of you're not too far underground, or you're really far underground. Probably not really. I mean, roots don't penetrate that deep, I don't think. Which makes sense. We're on layer 1. And here, see the symbol of the hunters. Wonder if that was there before or was carved by explorers. So basically, the general layout of Chalice Dungeons, you'll come in at the first lamp, and it'll be sort of this like dead end kind of thing. And then you'll see a door with yellow lights. On some Chalice Dungeons, there is sort of a side path before you get to the first yellow lighted door. I guess they were not. Yeah, there was a hunter symbol on that door too. And then you will get to another lamp after the first gold door, or yellow light door. And then the main sort of section of the Chalice Dungeon awaits. And you see there's a door with blue lights. That is basically the door to the boss. And we will need to find a lever to unlock it. And we see some rats down here. I will also probably take these Chalice Dungeons a little less seriously than I do with the main playthrough. Just sort of, be messing around, trying to have some fun. I probably do far out level this Chalice Dungeon, so. And I don't know, I might use all the echoes I get in the Chalice Dungeons just for buying consumables and stuff like that to sort of leave my level where it is and, keep the challenge in the main campaign constant. And here we can see that this door is locked by a device. So we will need to find the thing that unlocks that. And that's sort of your general... That's generally how Chalice dungeons go. You start the level off going through the yellow door. And then, you know, you'll probably find the blue light door. And, you know, then you have to find what unlocks it. Alright, buddy. Okay. Yeah, this I'm probably gonna breeze through this one, so I'm not even gonna take it. Wow, they actually do a lot of damage. Not gonna take this one too seriously. I believe there is a kidnapper here, yep. But I think he's much easier than the kidnappers we've faced so far. Oh, hello. Ah, and these red guys, they are sort of infinite. Ow. There is a... Yeah, I guess we should go do that. There's another enemy that is summoning them. And we will have to silence them in order to stop their summoning. Visions of Sen's Fortress. And there's what is summoning these things. A sort of bell maiden. You won't find many gun-using enemies, or gun-toting enemies in the Chalice dungeons, which kind of makes sense. They're supposed to be ancient, so you'd assume their guardians are... Yeah, lock onto that guy. Their guardians are also ancient. Probably didn't have access to firearms. There we go. And I believe this is the device that'll unlock that gate. You see it's marked with the blue lantern and then changes color to green, sort of. Somewhere a door to the door has opened. Very descriptive. Okay, and there will usually be sort of branching paths. And we can see one down here with a lot of rats. Which hopefully, you know, don't let yourself be surrounded, but like I said, this labyrinth isn't, it's probably pretty far beneath us right now. If you remember, we got the chalice all the way back in Old Yarnum, which was quite a while ago. But hey, free consumables, can't complain. Is that it? I think that's it. Alright. Let's go fight the first boss. Yeah, what I might end up doing is just sort of fast forwarding through sort of the each layer of the dungeon and just showing the boss battle. Might be something I do, since these aren't that exciting. And here, between the blue door and the next golden door, this is the boss basically, sometimes there is a side chamber, but not this time. And here we have, oh hello, it's the undead giant. This guy is very wide sweeping attacks. Ah, reached all the way to me, huh? Alright. Don't get cocky, kid. I just totally whiffed all those shots. And there you saw we broke the growth on his leg, which did a lot of damage to him. Yeah, he should be getting a little more aggressive. Oh, should have rolled to the side. Very lucky not to have gotten hit there. But like I said, we could basically have brute forced our way through that fight. It wasn't that challenging. Though, I had a pretty poor performance, I'll admit. And after you defeat a boss, you get another lantern and usually an elevator down to the next level. And then it starts all over again. You have the elevator, gold door, no side chamber. And there you can see the hunter symbol on that door. Pretty cool. Then you have another lamp. I should probably restock on items, but meh. And here, these raised platforms are traps, which summon. Oh. Summon these assholes. So, and the blue door is right here. It'll take us to our boss. And now the levels are getting a little bit more complex. And also a little bit more difficult. We're no longer one-shotting those guys. I think there's a platform there, but there's no reason to activate it. I just activated the first one to show you guys. Alright. Here, got some bullets. Some tombstones and incense, I guess. Oh, well, see you guys later. Where's your bell maiden? Is she in here? Is that a switch? No. Ah, this is just that room we were in earlier. Gentlemen. this is what I'm really leaning towards. Whoa. Just, skipping through these sections. Not a whole lot going on, at least for these early dungeons. Ah, big guy. I forgot this is the rock and roller. This guy is amazing. I love this enemy. Oh, I don't have my gun out. Ah, I got him, but... Wow. Props to that guy. Oh my god. Alright, let's try this again. Let's not step on that trap. There's also this little area over here, but I don't think it holds anything too exciting. But let's go check. Yeah. People don't generally take naps in large tombs. I think that is a trap tile, but I'm not sure. Another kidnapper. Nice little slow-mo there. And we have a chest. And Ritual Blood rank 2. Cool. So generally, if you explore fully like a Chalice dungeon, you'll usually get materials for the next layer of Chalice dungeon. These guys all weren't here before. It's odd. Yeah, once you kill her, all her summons go away. Alright, Tubby. Let's try this again. Oh, he's got my echoes too. What a jerk. Oh, that was lucky. Or was it skill? We never know. Here's the lever for the blue door. And now we can proceed to the second boss, who, if I recall, it's a little bit of an annoying one. But we'll do our best. Let's just top ourselves off. Here's that door. And just take, just check, make sure there's no side entrances. Those are usually places that hold good loot. Yep. 3 of these guys. Oh no, missed it. Wow. A lot of damage, huh? Let's see if I can finish that guy off. Yeah. Maybe their AI was messed up last time I fought them, but last time they wouldn't leave this top section, which was really annoying because I couldn't like thin them out and fight them one at a time. Alright. No trouble at all. Yeah. No problem. And we got the Pthumeru Chalice. Let's see, Root Chalice. Root chalices used in rituals to break old labyrinth seals are said to change the labyrinth form each time. The old labyrinth was carved out by the Pthumerians, superhuman beings that are said to have unlocked the wisdom of the Eldritch Truth. Now these root chalices will basically create a sort of random dungeon layout and like random bosses taken from us. I think it's like a pool of bosses, and I'm not sure if all Chalice dungeons share the same bosses, or like possible bosses, or like it's different between the Pthumeru and the East and the other Chalices. Yeah, but that's generally that. And it has random enemies, random loot. So it basically allows you to farm Chalice dungeons and look for different loot, because there is a lot of items that you can only get in Chalice dungeons. And here we are. See the gold door, no side areas. Like this. Ah, this place. My first playthrough, I did this Chalice dungeon like right after I got it. Right after defeating the blood-starved beast. There's our blue door. So it looks like the only way to proceed is down. Huh. Can't believe I didn't kill him. But yeah, I did this place right after I got it, and it was a pretty good challenge. These assholes. This area and this boss in particular took me many tries. So we're just gonna buff up our weapon and just get into the side of this guy. And just take him out. And oh, they dropped us a nice flower of arcane haze, which is a ritual component. Tiny smatterings of haze that are found in certain ritual materials, sometimes required for special rites. The additional rite Sinister Bell makes the bell-ringing woman appear, and when she rings a sinister bell, hunters from other worlds will be beckoned as adversaries. I think that allows you to make a dungeon capable of PvP. There are certain ritual components that are used to augment chalices. I can't believe I missed the other guy. There's the bell woman. I would like to kill her before. There is another of those weird flower-headed creatures, so I'd like to have killed her before taking them on. Oh, and there's a kidnapper. What dropped over here? Oh, this is just the body. Hard to tell what their bodies of. If they're people who were unceremoniously buried here, or other tomb robbers like ourselves. Okay, let's go take care of this guy before he just slowly walks up behind us like a horror movie villain. Also, something I've noticed since recording myself playing these is that I always like pull back on the left thumbstick as I, take off a shot and a parry, and I suspect I even did it back in like Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Just weird. Just a sort of a tick. Oh. Bit me. Alright, let's buff up and go to town here. Guess it doesn't seem like they have too good arcane resistance, which is useful for us. And some more arcane haze. Is there anything else around here? There's an item. Cold Blood Dew. Not too exciting. Oh, no. Wandering Nightmare. Fool's Blood Gemstone. I don't know, sir. Yeah, so I mean, there's plenty to explore in these dungeons, but the rewards are not too great. Like that gemstone, I think, is just pretty terrible. Fool's Blood. Physical up. Oh, no. Physical up at full health. 6%. It's not bad. I think that's all I see down here. Thank you, truck. Yeah, those guys are throwing shit at us. Alright. I think the way to proceed is through here. Okay. These sort of ghost spirits. Wow, that's a lot of bullets. There are definitely a lot of unique enemies that you can only find in the Chalice dungeons, so... I know a lot of people just like can't stand them, they just feel so grindy, but I don't know. I haven't found them too bad. This guy's got a hot poker. Come on. Wow. Parry frames are active all the way through that animation, I guess. It's bad luck for him. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in this room. Except for apparently this trap. Jerk. The statues kind of look like they depict those children. Or like the hunter helpers. Alright, so we unlocked the boss door. Now let's just see. I thought there was a way. Oh, yeah. It's way up here. Since we are going to need those ritual materials. Since I plan on doing all the Chalice dungeons. It behooves us to explore. Down here we have... just some blood. I know there are some more components in this area. Yeah, here we go. It's weird how the room just sort of ends up there. Never noticed that before. Okay. What do we have in here? Some tomb mold. Very good. Mold that grows from rotten flesh and blood inside the old labyrinth matures to bear giant spores. Sounds lovely. Is this what they create? Sort of nasty, gangly poltergeist trees. And here, I don't think there's anything too monumental up here, but there are shortcuts down, so that will make the trip back a little easier. Is there any items up here? Not sure if there just aren't, or I just can't see them through the draw distance. Well, we can at least get these asshole fire bombers. Yeah, there's nothing for us up here. Which is one complaint I do have. Is that there's, you know, these places are so big and the rooms are so extravagant that there's just not a lot in them. So let's go down here. Okay, let's see if I can find my way back to the entrance to this room. That thing's dead, right? Yeah. I believe it's over here. Nope. Over. Oh, it's over. God damn it. There it is. Alright, now this boss gave me a lot of trouble the first time I fought him, but I'm pretty sure I'm a lot stronger than I was then. And here, between this door and the boss door, there is a side area. Oh, thank you. Another kidnapper. Ah, nice. Ritual blood. I'll take it. Not sure if there's anything good down here. Alright, there's nothing in this room. Pretty sure, yeah. Looks empty. Fellas. Cursed Fireblood gemstone. Okay. And usually at the end of every sort of side area there is a chest. Yeah, they definitely look like guardians. Actually, I'm not sure what their in-game name is called. I think they're just called the Little Ones or something. I don't know. But there should be a chest at the end of this road. Probably not particularly worth it. It's not much effort to get. Thought I heard someone else. Oh well. Quicksilver bullets. Molotovs. Ah, and this overlooks that room we were in. We got those fire gems, which might actually be okay. Curse Fireblood. Fire attack up, adds physical attacks, but attack versus kin goes down. It's not a bad trade-off. That is one thing about Chalice dungeons, is that you can get some of the best gems in them. Can't even hit us if we're right up under his gun. Tempering blood. And yeah, these fancy chests usually lie at the end of the sort of side passages. Actually, they're coffins, really. Ritual blood. Not the best. I don't know which way would be faster, dropping down there, just continuing on this way. Alright, so let's go back and fight our boss. I'm hoping we make short work of him. And I think usually at the end of the Chalice dungeon it's this big door and a bigger boss. Dog. That charge attack is nasty, so try not to get hit by it. These chomps can do significant damage as well. When he does the he'll do the puke attack where he'll puke up fire. It's a good time to wail on him for a little bit. Although, don't get too greedy once you knock him down, because he will explode. I'll have better luck hitting with this. Ow. Knock him down again. Yeah, he's gonna explode. Oh, he's starting to do follow-ups now. That's... This enemy is very nimble, so it can be hard to land hits. And now he's gonna explode. Ow. That attack can mess you up if you get caught in it. It's very rapid. But if you can do enough damage like I am, you can just keep knocking him down. And we got the central Pthumeru Chalice. And that is the first Pthumeru Chalice dungeon. Alright, so I think first things first, we're going to get rid of some of this insight, because insight can cause you to, or can cause some enemies and stuff to gain more powerful abilities, make it a little more difficult on you. Go back down to 10, just so I don't lose the insight shop, but I'm not over. I think 15 is the break point where things start getting weird. Garen's just hanging out. And this chalice will stay here. And you can see Chamber of the Seal is the first layer 1, layer 1 heart, layer 2 heart. This is basically like the beginning of the layer, the boss room lantern, so on and so forth. And then you can remove the chalice, but you can leave it and use other ritual altars. But let's spend these echoes on consumables. Let's get this hand lantern. Might come in handy. Ritual blood. May want a repeating pistol at some point. Guess I can show you how rope cocktails work. And if you can afford it, throwing knives are better to use than pebbles, since throwing knives can actually do a decent amount of damage. Especially since they scale off of, as you can see, skill. So, that'll be pretty useful. Alright, so that's first chalice down, guys. Plenty more of them to come. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, almost forgot.